Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Minnesota Twins. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
Well, winning Game 1 on the road was huge, Boog, and they could put a stranglehold on this series with a win here in this one, and that's obviously the goal. You want to go back home up 2-0 with a chance to wrap up the series in your own ballpark for sure.
And if it goes the other way and the series gets to 1-1, it's a total reset as we change venues for the next 3 games. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Coming up on the first pitch and on the hill today, Joe Ryan. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
Ryan back to work. Tsuyoshi Takahashi, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Chris, you and I have gotten to work some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on, 2013 ALCS Game 2, the David Ortiz Grand Slam. Stays alive.
For me, Boog, a game I remember is us calling the 2014 AL wildcard game. The Kansas City Royals hosting the Oakland A's. The Royals come from behind to win in extra innings and move on to the division series. They had such a great run that it ended up in the World Series, losing to the San Francisco Giants.
That's to third, and that one handled. Gets it to first. One up, one down.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Wow. The batter, the catcher, Tsuyoshi Takahashi.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
4 runs already in the frame here in Game 2. And the righty deals. On a miss, struck him out. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Rays 4 and the Twins 1. Man at first, and here comes Carlos Correa. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. Then a quick tag before he reaches the base.
Up next for Tampa Bay,
Takahashi in his second season, just 19 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Just missed.
And you got it. No one better. Let's go.
To third, Lewis. Tosses to first, and there are 2 down.
now batting, the second baseman.
So 2 on with 2 away. Here's Royce Lewis. Liner, base hit. And the postseason success continues for him. Tag, and he's out at the plate. A long throw, and that's the third out.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Cool hat trick, watch me backspin off the Atlas, past his.
First and third, 2 away. Here's the speedy catcher, Tsuyoshi Takahashi. 0 for 3 with 2 ground outs and a strikeout. That one hammered center field. That's back there. And it's gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add to their lead. It's 12-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on.
Man at second here with 2 away. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Tsuyoshi Takahashi. He's already homered here in this one. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. The Rays up big in this one here in Game 2 of the American League Championship Series. That's towards center. Duran in position. He makes the grab, and that is that. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. Tampa Bay leads this one 13-1. Takahashi was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. Only 1 hit, a home run.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
Well, Singy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look at the final line.
Yeah, Boog, this one wasn't close. Not a lot of drama at the end either, and you just don't see a lot of blowouts in the postseason.
15-2 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Sciambi. Talk to you soon.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 59 minutes.
Festivities wrapping up. The crowd is electric, and we'll be back to get it going right after this. fans, and welcome. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
And Boog, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being one. Going down 3-0 with more or less just in this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us or if we're just going to be packing our bags and going home.
A lot of people feel these teams are more evenly matched. The first two games would indicate. So we'll see if we get a bounce back performance in this one. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So almost ready to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Shane McClanahan. What do you have on him?
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough.
On a line. Makes the grab on the run. Here comes the runner from third. Lay at the plate, not in time. He's safe. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Sometimes that can be a little tough to score on. It was hit so hard that getting back to the bag to tap.
And now Tsuyoshi Takahashi trying to get the Rays on the board. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
The Rays down by a run here in Game 3. In the dirt. And now a single might score two.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got two runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard somewhere. Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Lopez gets the swing and the miss. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, one out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And
one down. So up next for Minnesota, Pete Crow Armstrong. Bunting, and it's right in front of the plate. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off.
Now batting, catcher, Tsuyoshi Takahashi.
That one fouled off. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Boog. Love being a part of these games.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can.
Now batting, the catcher, Tsuyoshi Takahashi.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Takahashi measures 6 feet 4 inches, 240 pounds, and he's the reigning American League Rookie of the Year. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Mejia up with it over to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches.
So one out, nobody on. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tsuyoshi Takahashi, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
He came out of his mechanics there.
Francisco Mejia coming up to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Buxton on the run. Strike in there. Throw to second. Tag out at second.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
So 2 down, and next for Minnesota, Austin Martin. 2 runs across in the inning here in Game 3 of the ALCS. Bunting for a hit. Sends it to first. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Twins 6, the Rays 5. So 2 on with 2 away. Here's Byron Buxton. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And that is that. 2 left on. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Twins 6, the Rays 5. With the tying run and scoring position at the bottom of the 9th, here's the catcher, Tsuyoshi Takahashi. Down to their final out, but an opportunity to deliver the tying and maybe even a winning run. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. This could end it. 2 outs, tying and winning runs on base here in the late stages of Game 3. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. And another ball. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Mejia up with it, over to first. Got him. And that's a wild way to end a game of the postseason. A drop third strike and a 2-3 putout.
This team obviously needed to win this game. Down 2-0 in the series. You go down 3-0, players start packing their bags. They know that they're headed home. But they came out focused on the task at hand, got the job done. A win in the next game. All of a sudden, we've got a new series.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
6-5 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. welcome. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shammy. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, if the first 3 games are any indication, this has the look of a series that'll go all the way to Game 7, Boog. I think this is a classic matchup, and we've seen momentum change course a few times already. But I'll tell you what, I think whoever takes this one will be feeling really good about their chances the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's a good point. We've seen it before. Even when you're down 2-1, it seems like a win in Game 4 can propel you to a series win more often than not. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And on the mound in this one, Aaron Civale. What do we have on him?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Trying to bunt his way on. And safe at first, the bunt single.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
So the lineup flips over. Now batting Jarren Duran. First offering, runner goes, pitch in for a strike, and that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal the base.
Back now in Tampa Bay, bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the power speed combo, Tsuyoshi Takahashi. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1. Takahashi batting in the cleanup spot, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. The pitch. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And now it's Brandon Lowe.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
And the 3-1. To the right side. Slides for the stop. Goes to second. Safe there. You know, one unlikely postseason hero I saw up close, Alex Gonzalez of the Marlins in the 2003 World Series. Wasn't really known for his bat, but he hit a walk-off homer in extra innings in Game 4. It tied the series and was a huge momentum swing. The Twins leading by 5 here in Game 4. That one is upstairs. Swings through that one for strike 2.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And the right-hander deals. Well struck left field. That's back. And gone. And they close the gap. It's 5-3.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business. Knew what what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And we're back on to the third inning. Here's Byron Buxton. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And he drops it down the third baseline. One up, one down.
Well, I'm pretty sure he took a look around the infield to see where they were playing before laying that one down. And everyone is playing back. You assume that's going to be a pretty easy.
One gone, runner at first. Matt Wallner, the next twin up to hit. The pitch. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Diaz moves under it, snags it for the second out.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
The catcher,
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
And that one is lifted in the air. And that will fall. They kept the force. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Wow, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. It seems like he just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
Lau at the plate. Late on that fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Takahashi over at first with one away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw in hopes the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Everything came together for him. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
So 2 on with 2 away. And now it's Jose Siri. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Two on, 2 outs. This one trailed right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A gigantic blast. And they lead it. It's 8-5. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Here's Royce Lewis.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow.
Oh, that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. Way at the plate. Got him.
I think the base runner thought he had a better jump on that than the third base coach clearly as he tried to score from second. Third base coach was trying to hold him up, had both arms up, but he ran through the stop sign, and that's a costly base.
The catcher,
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And a good eye there.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 1 out. Up the middle, Martin. Goes to second. Safe there. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So the bases are loaded here. 1 man gone. Now it's the second baseman, Brandon Lowe.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
Ground ball left side and foul ball. And the righty deals. And down on strikes. And there's 2 away.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Isaac Paredes now. Two outs. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. The pitch. Fastball almost got him there.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
2-2 now. Got him. And that is the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Smoked into left field, base hit. And the postseason success continues for him. Tag, and he's out at the plate. A long throw, and that's the third out.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
One down. Tsuyoshi Takahashi now at the plate. 1 for 3.
The catcher, Tsuyoshi Takahashi.
And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. That one the other way. Martin slings to first. Gets the catcher by a step. Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. And next for Minnesota, Jarren Duran. This one in the air. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and that is that. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. 7th inning stretch time. Twins 9 and the Rays 8. Tsuyoshi Takahashi next to hit for the Rays. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
No ball.
Wow.
1 strike.
That's not even close to the zone. If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Way out front for strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The 0-2. Now a drag bunt, third base side. Lewis throws to first. No hit here on the bunt attempt. They get the out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly.
In a one-run game as this one ends 10-9. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. We'll see you soon. Inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, we've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Joined by my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. And as we get set for Game 5, Chris, it seems like this series could still have a few twists and turns in it.
Well, being down 3-1, calling it a do-or-die game is no exaggeration, but these situations tell us a lot about a team's character, and for some teams, it brings out their absolute best, but for others, it can kind of prove to be an overwhelming scenario to face, and so we'll see how they show up here today.
And we'll also get to see what kind of killer instinct they have on the other side. Some teams can get a little too relaxed when they're so comfortably in the driver's seat. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. Our starter in this one, Drew Rasmussen. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Smoked on the ground a second. Over to Correa. Play made. That ends the inning. 1 left for Tampa. They trail things here 2-0.
Let it fly, big guy. Here we go.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
For Joe Ryan, the journey's so interesting when you think of a guy who started his college career at Cal State Northridge and then ultimately transferred to a Division II school, Cal State Stanislaus. The 0-1. Into center. Durant on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Game 5 of the ALCS. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Tsuyoshi Takahashi. The wind to the pitch. In the air, out towards left center. He's got it. And there's one down. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. One gone, runner at first. Tsuyoshi Takahashi next to him for the Rays. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And that one fouled off. With the go-ahead run at first here in Game 5. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Now Correa up to hit.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Ripped into left for a base hit. The throw home. The tag out.
Well, Boog, you have to be able to trust your coaches in this spot. That's what baseball is all about. You're relying on the people around you to set you up for success. Players need to rely on their coaches the same way they rely on their teammates.
One out, runner at second. And here is Royce Lewis. He's already homered here in this one.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like
runner takes off for third. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
I'd say an aggressive roll of the dice there to steal third in this spot, but they felt good about it, and it worked out. Now the game plan changes a little bit at the plate to get that go-ahead run home. The defense might pull the infield in.
The pitch. Hard liner. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging from third. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Trying to take the lead in the late going. Can't blame them, but the defense was having none of that. Close play at the dish. The tag applied just in time, and we'll push on with a tie ball game. Congratulations to the American League champions. These players have worked hard all season long, and their hard work has paid off. Now, off to the World Series. This team can't wait to get it started.
For my partner, Chris Singleton, and our entire outstanding crew, thank you for watching the American League Championship Series on MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the Big